Good morning, Azeroth. It is the 10th of October 2024. Grab your morning beverage and welcome to the stream. Today we'll be jumping into delves, clearing out our bountifuls, see if we can get a gear upgrade before attempting some of those tier 11s again. Not further ado, let's get stuck in. Hope you're all doing well today. You're almost through the week. It's a little chilly. Keep yourselves warm, keep yourselves hydrated. You've got this. Alrighty then.
We owe our service to those in need.
Wait a minute, I already cleared.
Please, proceed.
I definitely already did this, Faerun. Because we cleared out theatre troop, right? Why am I getting another one? It's a bug?
Do you also hear Beladar's
I am
song?
so sure
Our deeds give it strength.
that I cleared this yesterday. Did the theatre one, right? Well, if the game's gonna give me another one, I guess I'll take it. And bang out some world quests before we get started. Warm up.
Moss wolves play a vital role in the upkeep of Dornagal.
Very odd.
Water
Anyone
them
else had
and
this?
help eliminate the pests.
And I'm
that
like
burden
99% sure and falling. We did Faerun's quest yesterday, but I ain't gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. It'll take as long to clear a few world quests. Oh, it's a little nippy today. I'm wrapped up in a dressing gown. I keep a little warmer. Things gets colder. It's when you start thinking, right? Multiple layers of socks. Likely to be a very chilly winter this year. Make sure you're looking after yourselves. See, when the radiator in my room's been buggered for a while. It's a bit of a necessity to wrap up. There's all the sheep. One more snake. Boop.
Splendid work. The moss wolves look
And that's the
quite
breastplate we
content,
already got.
and our lawns look as well kept as ever.
Move up and over. Quickly down into the mines. The mines!
Our miners had to leave their tools behind when the Nerubians attacked. Please retrieve them.
The tank cut that down quickly. Quickly clear out some spiders. Ah, touch of lag in the zone from the active theatre troop. too bad, at least.
I'm out of range.
Fancy Shadowlands setup on that transmog. Oh, we're jittering all over the place. Yes, if you won't mind leading that snake away, that's perfectly fine. Faster for me. Easier to deal with the Nerubians on the surface. A few more of them spawn up there. Be gone, snake. Few more.
I can't attack that.
It's a calm way, first thing. So get yourself back into the swing of it. No tier 8 delves at the moment aren't proving too hazardous for us, but even so, if we take them too lightly, we will have a spot of bother. All the little ones count, isn't that nice? Puts us right out. Come here.
Thank you. We'll go back for the rest when the Nerubians are gone for good.
You're welcome, Metalgum. Ballastones. Probably what we need most. There's those different crests. Oh, what did I miss, Postmaster? Find out in a moment, I'm sure. Which delves the one up here? Brigval's Rest. I hope to get a different story version this time through. Bit of wax, I can't help myself. Fly past one and I have to. Gimme, gimme, gimme. It's stuff.
Fallside Outpost needs reagents for incense to use at morning rise. Will you accept this new directive and procure them?
Nah, I sure think Elgon there's that trio of snakes. Just find the posse of them quite amusing. Out of the way. And then grab those flowers. Oh, nope, they're individual. One more of those. Couple of horns. We can get lucky. Come over here. Oh. RNG not being our friend this morning. That's all the flowers. Just need to get lucky on horns. There's one. There we go.
Those of us in stasis lock is important to us. Thank you for your help, Outlander. May
That's
your
most of them.
path be unburdened.
We'll wrap up the other ones here. And then we'll do another on our way down through the Ringing Deeps. You have a bountiful delve is active there today.
cataloger that survived the crash. I've always wanted one.
Bit of
Take it
Pokemon
for a
Snap.
spin and catalogue the wildlife. We need to make sure it works, of course.
Hoping to find anything fancy. Epic giant elemental, just chilling. Oh. Water elemental just teasing a ferret. Why? But you've got to keep yourself entertained, even as an elemental. It's not like they're just mindless enemies, I suppose. We've never really had... Well, no, in Cataclysm we had that little bit in Deep Home, which was... maybe a full society of Earth Elementals is pushing it a little bit, but it was like a little peek behind the curtain. And the Firelands being a raid didn't really... wasn't really like, this is where the Elementals live, you know what I mean? Like...
It works.
I'm looking if we get something like that one day. I can't see them doing
Maybe I can
anything
get him to Wilfred Fizzbracket.
with the
I always wanted him
Elementals.
to- Thank you.
At least to that degree. It'd be fun to see, though. I'd love to see some kind of proper elemental cities. Apart from some occasional alliances of convenience, we've never really been on side with them. Shamans
It's a
aside.
bright day with exceptionally favourable winds. A perfect day for a race.
But even then, Shamans just kind of some of them. It's not like here. Outside of like the Legion Order Hall campaign, which was more about the Shamans themselves, if memory serves. Oh, it were a long time ago. Legion's one of those I'd love to revisit. I think the biggest problem I had with Legion is if you started playing a load of alts and seeing the different storylines that were not bespoke, that was the like disappointing part of Legion. But when they were bespoke stories, oh, excellent stuff. I think for Ret Paladin and Tyrion it was, well, right up my alley. Morning, Mac. Hope you're doing alright this morning. Got yourself a beverage, I hope. But the workday is starting calmly for you. Ain't a too stressful one. Our weekly quest, for some reason, reset. Even though we did the theatre yesterday, so banging out those world quests as we make our way to a delve. Just to grab another pinnacle chest. Speaking of chests, hoping to get a gear upgrade from the delves. Maybe we can push into tier 11 again. We'll have to see.
Excellent work.
There we
I
go.
can see that the two of you will soon be formidable
Alright, let's get into this
competitors.
delve. Get them started for the day. Krieg Val's Rest. Round and down. Right, it's a candle one. We'll see if we can keep the candle lit for that achievement. This is a place to honour those who have chosen to shut down. These kobolds are desecrating it. I think this might be the same version we did prior.
Grab one of those enchanted candles to stay safe from these shadows.
I could be wrong.
Candle gets weaker when you
Then
move.
notate candle
Watch your
and make our way in.
steps.
We need to recover keepsakes. By yonking them out of the ground. Right, that just counts. We don't then need to open it. Drop the candle, try and keep it as lit as we can. Yonk the chest. Eh. I put my candle down, game. Alright, we're about to get a refill. On you, over here. Ah, T-Rex. I know, Bran! He's always so on it, bless him. Oh. Right, if we're going to accidentally pick up the upper one, keep it on the ground. No battle cries for you. Fear has breached the What? Excuse me? We have never seen this happen. Is he invincible? He's not invincible. Can I kill him in here? Would be interesting. Give it a try. He's using the mechanics he had in the fight. Most of them, apart from the egg summoning. Keep ourselves topped off, keep the heal going. No spit. It won't let us kill him or get to the point where he gives us anything if we do. Feels like it'd be a bit unfair. That's how you get a map. Thank you, Matt. Huh. Ah. Decipher the map, guaranteeing that you'll find a tier 8 hidden trove at the end of the next tier 8 higher delve you complete. Cool. I don't know if that'll count towards the one we're already in, but whether it does or not, awesome.
I can feel it.
So that's how you get those maps. Fascinating that that's the first week we've actually seen that happen. That's pretty cool. More like that, please, game. More surprises, more change-ups. That's what I want to see for delves in the future. Max says we can also get them out of the chest at the end. We haven't even had that happen once yet. Very RNG. There'll be someone out there who's got on one every time and thinks it's part of the normal weekly loot. Bless him, I say. Good on him. You know, just anything that changes up the day-to-day of doing them. Bran, let me do it. Let me do it, Bran. No. Hey, we both managed to get some. Apply to the next one. Alright, understood, understood. Well, that's fine. We're clearing out all the bountifuls today. What are the upgrades for it then? Is that just another bonus roll at gear, like a bonus chest that can contain the same stuff, or does it have something unique in it? Like a transmog? That's always the dream. I suppose there are plenty of transmogs that were being shown in front of Finley in Donegal that we've only found like one of, and that it doesn't, pardon me, have for sale. Let's see, chest there, chest there. Another candle in the corner. Oh. Ascend here. Big a lot. Second chest. Well, I'll take it. Thank you, Mac. Appreciate you chipping in with your knowledge. Candle down. Yankee the chest. Grab that curiosity.
That's more like
What's that in there? Don't know from here. Come here, Cobalt. To the light. Here we are. Suppose we platform our way gently up here. Grab that.
That's more like it.
Yep, free yourself. Does seem pretty low on the possibility end of RNG. Yeah, not necessarily a bad thing. Like with Zekthir showing up there, we want things that change it up. I think, and you don't want it to be every time or necessarily every week, but I would have felt like we'd have seen that before now. Just in a manner of, how do you keep players engaged and wanting to keep coming back into a piece of content? You need to allude to that kind of thing reasonably quickly, so the expectation is there, and so you're going in going, ooh, there might be more surprises. Again, over time, they're certainly going to do more with delves. They're going to expand on them. I hope more secrets and things like that will come in. That isn't always just like random potential loot, but it's something that can change up that flow of gameplay. Like, if that had happened in the first week when we were woefully unprepared, I think that would have been... We'd have died, which might have been frustrating, but it had been really cool. Something to then work towards. Right, drop the candle. Yank this. He's buffing the ones over there. Come here.
Grab one of those enchanted candles. You won't hit us with that.
Oh. So that's like the 616 gear, like the ring we got, right? So that's the only way in delves that we get those upgrades. Oh, we need a bubble. Goddamn wed debuff that makes us take more damage. To be honest, I am happy there is actually an option to get those upgrades in delves. Like, I thought that was just something that was never going to happen. But I am glad of that, at the very least. I wonder if the candle achievement means never dropping one either. We'll see. We haven't had one go out, but if it means constantly staying in the light and never being out of it. Morning, Rammies. It's going alright. We've got us beverage. Hope you do yourself. We just ran into Zekthir for the first time, just within a delve, which was pretty fun. Max explaining it to me. The little map we found. Let's see. It's a shame it's completely RNG if that's the only way to upgrade that hero level gear. Maybe they should have it so every... I don't know how it would apply to other levels of content. But a way to guarantee getting one every few weeks or so, if again you're tied to that upgrade path. Although, it is something that's intended to be for the whole season. I don't know, the game didn't even explain that that was a system that existed, so...
The candle gets weaker when you move. Watch your steps.
I know, Bran, I know. Oh, hello. Sneaky cobalt behind the pillar. The weekly didn't give us any new gear, but for whatever reason, we got another weekly pinnacle quest just appear this morning, and I don't know why. But I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. We still haven't found the chest upgrade yet, but I'm hoping that through the bountiful delves today, and especially with that new key and chest piece, we can get lucky with it. That way we can push into the tier 11, try that again. Because last time we went into tier 11, we just, like, a group of 2 mobs just beat me to death. Like, it wasn't even funny. But I do at the very least want to unlock the ability to fight Zekvir on that question mark difficulty and see if we can give him a good go for it. I want to know if there are actually any more mechanics. Because at the moment, for the baseline one, just Zekvir question mark, it was alright, but it certainly didn't live up to, oh, this is our Mage Tower equivalent. You know, it wasn't that level of difficulty.
That's more like it.
If anything, it made me want to go back and see how doable the Mage Tower stuff is these days. I've really enjoyed delves. I haven't felt the need to do it as tank spec. When we had a really tough one, which was in those early weeks when the balance was all off, then I tried swapping to tank when they had the, what were they? They were like the mini bosses that would turn up in tier 8 instead of tier 9, and that did not help. But for the most part, being on rep pally, you know, I have off heals, I have a lot of strong defensives, I can look after myself pretty well. It's one of the reasons I love Paladin so much. So I think it's been very generous. I imagine, especially for some of the more squishier classes, it has been a lot more difficult. But I do recommend delves. Just having an endgame pillar that is solo content, or at least the solo option, you can still do them with friends, is a wonderful step for the game. Max says you can also get a hero piece from the Time Walking raid. That'll be very useful. Though again, I'm not really so inclined. But I appreciate the info, and I'm sure there's folks out there who will as well, who are unaware. I think for the anniversary, we will end up doing some group content and LFR raids at the least, because of the info that dropped about the release date of the anniversary patch. Also got a few more details from the PTR. Like, you can earn, oh, what was it? 30 or 40 of those bronze things a week. And for one tier set redo, you need 60 of them. And then they're cheaper after that. But it is a lot of those bronze things. And you're only, until you loot 100 of them, they're limited in how many you can get. And then they're thinking, once you loot 100, you get an achievement that lets you loot more of them from the little daily events, like the transmog contest and stuff like that. I'd have to check if they're somewhat on the wall bound, because then it's like, well, will I just be farming the hell out of it with a load of alts, leveling them up through it? Doing time walking dungeons as well? It's a lot to consider. 22nd of October in the NA and 23rd of October for the EU. They're pretty close, all things considered. It won't be the end of Season 1, so there's still plenty of time for us to do our PvP journey on the Evoker. At the very least, the Evoker. I'd like to do it on more classes, but we'll have to see. And in my downtime, yesterday I had like 40 minutes or so to play. I wasn't too busy. So I managed to get a couple of battlegrounds in there. Still slow going, but 1 win, 1 loss. But plenty of time, even with the anniversary. Oh, hello. But there's the... I thought the Anchorage stuff would be like open world content, but it's not. It's a scenario you queue into, which I'm like, alright. Then there's a load of different good world bosses, and they... Ah! Put me down! Excuse me. And then a week later, after the 22nd, so the following week, then the Azerothian secret stuff comes back. Well, I didn't do any of that in Dragonflight, but people really liked it. I'd be curious what they do there. But as well as that, there are weapons from Season of Discovery that were new models they added in there. That coming through into the retail game that you can earn with... that might also be bronze, but it might be time walking badges. But it is not, it's usually the anniversary patches only last a couple of weeks, but this time it's going to be a full patch cycle. So I think there's going to be plenty of time to grab all the sets folks want to. I am a completionist. I will be trying to get all of them. Just because, again, Transmog's my jam. But we'll see how we go. It might be quite the grind. Hey, we got the achievement. Good stuff.
I'll give you a hand with
I
this.
appreciate you letting us know about that, Mac, yesterday. Otherwise, I'd have been less careful with our candle. Oh, look, the hidden trove is here. So, Mac, the treasure we got earlier, I activated it within the delve, and it spawned the hidden trove. So that's a nice bit of knowledge there. Let's have a look then. Regular trunk. Ooh. A leather working pattern. That's a set bonus? Mail boots. Your spells and abilities have a chance to create an orb of fire pollen nearby. Stepping into the orb will gather it, increasing your highest secondary stat by over 1,000 for 12 seconds. Up to 2 allies who step near you during this time will also receive 130 of a random secondary stat. Huh. Do I keep this for my eventual leatherworking warrior, or do we put it on the auction house? It is a purple recipe. I think I have a look on the auction house, because again, we still need to save up 500k to eventually get another warband bank slot. Though I did yesterday, in that hour of waiting for battleground queues in my off time, I went and emptied out the Dragonflight portion. Let's see, what did we get in there? Undercoins, Valor Stones, Gilded Crests. Okay. Glad to have them at least. Oh, we got a big upgrade on the trinket as well. It's one we already have, so we'll take that upgrade. Nice. The boots we probably want to upgrade first because they've actually got strength on them. Still chest piece, that's holding us back. Awesome. Thank you, Bran. Well, that was a pretty fruitful delve. So, in theory, right, if Zekfir invaded every bountiful delve today, and he's guaranteed to drop that map every time, if you got super lucky, could you get one every run, I wonder? It might have like a soft lock on it to prevent that happening, but it'd be pretty cool. RNG would favour you to that extent. Postmaster just had some meat for me. Disappointing, Postmaster. Have a check on the auction house.
My directive is to serve you.
31 gold? It's not that. We're
My
keeping it for his level
directive
worker
has
then.
been fulfilled.
Still happy to get rarer drops. Get it into the war bank. And I don't know if everything from the Dragonflight stuff will sell, but we've cleared it out. It is empty. We're in the clear. Means I can start moving stuff around eventually. I'll do that off stream when I find the time, maybe over the weekend. Yeah, and I spent a few streams before the expansion launch just doing big swap abouts in the bank, and it's quite tedious. It lasts a while, so if I can do them off, then I'm happy with that.
And peruse my
Hang on.
inventory again.
Get that in there. It's Kazalgar as well. That's a random Dragon Isles one.
My thanks for your patronage.
Alright. To the next delve.
Time is money, friend.
I've noticed these two before. Fancy war song get up.
Hey, how you doing?
Emissary from Bilgewater is interesting. Right. To the Ringing Deeps, which is the waterworks. Why is it always the waterworks? Goddamn waterworks. Double check if there are any quick world quests on the way. Let's see. Ones that do Valor specifically, probably. Oh wait, are we capped on Valor? Whoa, 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 hold up. Slow down, horse. We are. Hang on then. We need to upgrade before we go down there then. I'm not wasting the Valor we get. We fly right down, and we fly up again. We gotta go spend these stones. Oh, random loading screen. Feels like sometimes you just move a little too fast for the game. Where's our little dragon friends? Boing. Let me in. Let's have a look at our boots. Oh, we need 15 of those ones. Get it from 3 to 4. So on the ring? Yes. There's still 15 of the gilded and we got 3 from it. Ooh, that's going to take a lot of finding those. I see what you mean, Mac, about it being a roadblock. Oof. Now we're at a bit of a dead end with upgrading at the moment. Double check everything just in case. Oh, we can do one there. Locked, locked, locked. Also locked. Trinket locked. Then I double check the axe because we have to get that to like 7 or 8 to make it worthwhile. No.
Farewell.
We're in the slow point of what we can get solo from delves, but that's okay.
I have calibrated my
Arab,
prices.
take
for you
all of my junk, please, as you're wont to do. Can we transfer Valor Stones? I can't remember. We cannot, so we're just going to be maxed. Nearly. In theory, I could upgrade like the spare tank and shield I've got, but there we are. We get through these 4 bountiful delves and we don't find a chest piece. I'll see about crafting one. I got the recipe for the chest piece. It would require making a load of alloy though. And it's only a tiny bit better. And the problem with the crafted ones is you can't upgrade them at all. And we don't have any of these enchanted crests, which I don't know where these come from. If anyone knows, do let me know. I imagine it's raids and mythic stuff. And those are the other embellishments. Could in theory buy something from the auction house. I haven't really bought many embellishments. Start to understand some of this works. We'll have a look into it after. Yeah, we might get lucky and get a chest piece. Quickly bang out this world quest. It's just flying through that golem and then killing it. It's an easy one. I wonder why Valor Stones aren't bound to the warband then.
Another outbreak of violence.
It might be a way that
Time
people
to
don't
stand
level up their
up.
ults too quickly.
Shut this down.
Again, feels like that's something that could be in place for the first few weeks to stop people really going ham early on, but
Now that the dust has settled, we can all move on to our next agenda.
it was the same in
Expressing
Dragonflight, right?
gratitude,
They were
friends.
per character. I thought you could spend some to buy like a box at a slight, like you had to sacrifice like 10 or 20% of them and then you could send some to another character. Could be misremembering it. There was some stuff that did that.
We've got another incursion.
Alright, goddamn
And we
waterworks,
need
let's
some
get in.
defenders. I know you're good at this.
Which one are we now?
We all have
Get me in
our
there.
tasks.
Here are them shoes. Right, the air totem.
Careful! The totem's power will drain whenever you take a step.
Right, we boot kobolds. And we stamp on the bodies.
Stand there!
I know, Brent. Whacks me on the snout. There's 2 of them in here as well, so I'm not too worried about losing the purifier. Also, we got the achievement, so it's not the end of the world now. The web one's still going to be the most difficult.
Found a bit of gold!
A bit's right, Bran.
Fantastic!
5. Tiny box.
Fantastic!
Get these sorted out. Still want to unlock that little home of yours, kobolds. Still want to be able to, I don't know, do some dailies around there, help you out a bit more. I was really surprised to get through the campaign and then have that not happen to that area. But that might be one of those, you know, Wards of Janra or Shatraf kind of things. We just did not have the time. I hope they get back to it though. It's nice to have kobolds on side for once. So rude when they kick. Stamp on their bodies. Keep ourselves topped up. Oh, T-Rex just bringing the fight to us. There we down the other one. Mitigate the damage over time. Pretty smooth sailing. There you are. Come on, big fella. Pack it in. Lovely stuff. And we stamp. Yoink. E. Oi. Spit out your purifier. Come on. There you go. Oh, I missed one. Clear these three. Grab that other purifier. That might be a little overzealous. Hang on. We ascend to bug. Done that one.
I'm out of range.
Come back. We'll be fine. Ow. Brief second on the fire. Did a lot more than I was expecting, but we're alright. We're okay. And again. Don't need to run and get that one. We can just grab this up. I'll pull these bats first. Come here, bats. Bats. Just gave up. Sora's come in and went, I'm not about that fight. I've heard of these adventurers. I forgot the bats do it as well. No buff that time. And they need to make up their mind up whether they want to show the Zekfia buffs or not. Rather than it just out, seeming like a bug at the moment. Whether they wish to show or not. Oh. How many is that? 41, nearly there.
I need a target.
Nope, no candles for you all. It's a purifier, it's not even a candle. Just a few more.
Look around. There's treasure.
Cheeky beggar. Not me thinking I could sneak past it, to be fair. The Finley and Reno again. In desperate need of voice lines. But I imagine they won't be turning up for the next set of delves. So they are more tied to Bran. Bran is the NPC we kind of go and talk to, you know, at the home base in Dornagol. I wonder if they'll keep Bran there as like delve expedition head person with the League of Explorers, and then he starts delegating whoever comes with us.
Good to see you, Commander.
I thought about it a lot for the patches ahead. But if we're delving, we'll probably be delving with Gazlo or a Haranir. Something like that for the next set. But then if the point 2 patch is going to be something potentially ethereal based, who would be best suited there? You could do Locust Walker, but that seems a bit extreme to be... He's not going to be like, found a bit of gold, you know.
Nice
The
fight.
backpack. Take the barrel. As funny as it would be with Locust Walker, and Illyria's been so present, I don't see her being our, like, delve person. A bit of fish? Why not? Let's have a swig of his beverage. I was trying to think who we know ethereal-wise. I can't remember, like, if there were any in Burning Crusade who really stood out, who were allies. And obviously the brokers in Shadowlands, there was, what was her name? I didn't do as much of the stuff in the endgame in the mall, but I liked the character. Venari. Venari was an interesting character. But again, I can't imagine they want to pull Shadowlands stuff in. So it'll be a mystery for that one. Then you got to think of Midnight. Where will we be delving in Quel'Thalas? Lor'themar would be an easy answer there, but he is a faction leader. Rand's important, but he's not, you know, not on the Council of Three Hammers. What's that other current first ranger of the Blood Elves? Aldron, I think. He's wearing like that Riftwalker set. Liadrin? Liadrin could be an interesting character to do delves with. I'd like that, but that's Paladin bias talking. I mean, we're way too far out to even guess at what the point patches of Midnight could be. Need a little more indication. Maybe a light one in there, but I can't see us doing delves with, say, Urel. You know, because of the genocide. Feels like that'd be a bit much. So then you couldn't really be a Magar Orc in those delves, could you? It wouldn't work. And Turalian feels too big to do so. What's her name from the Lightforged Draenei? Captain Farnes. One of those. She might be a decent option for delving with. Seems like the type to be more go get your hands dirty on the front. Find the new stuff. At the moment, delves feel a lot more about the discoverability of it. Whereas story-wise going forward, like, Quel'Thalas is... You know, it's known, let's say, for lack of a better term. But is it rooting out leftover bits of undead? Is it invading forces from whatever Xal'atath gets up? Some Naga stuff, maybe? Interesting to consider, because I haven't really given it a lot of thought. Quickly transform. Think of it like this, last Titan, when we go back to the Wrath of the Lich King zones, elves there would be something like in Midnight, completely new in a place we've already been. So we think back to Wrath of the Lich King. In Dragonblight, maybe you have some crashed necropolises, maybe some of those, like the different dragonflights had those small gardens, for lack of a better term. Maybe chuck a delve in one or two of those. Oh, what was the big troll zone? I think Gundrak was the name of the dungeon. It might have just been called Zuldrak, or... Hang on, we can look. Where are we? Northrend. Yeah. Zuldrak, it was Zuldrak. You'd be delving into the Troll Empire. That seems like it'd be pretty good. Who would be there now, though? You're going to have the Zandalari and the Darkspear go over and, like, we're overtaking this place now. Unless they do what they did with, like, the Scarlets in Gilneas and be like, oh, somebody else has moved in. Somebody else has been shaking things up over there. Delves in the Grizzly Hills. They're dense. Alajar in the Howling Fjord. Some Storm Giant delves. Ice Crown, there's lots of cool opportunities for delves. You could have secrets of the Lich King that were never found or figured out, stuff tied to Yogg Saron. Cholazar Basin, you'll have Titan-based delves hidden underground. Orient Tundra, again, that was very undead focused at the time. But with the Scourge is still a threat, they're still up there. You know, they still exist. Now the Helm of Domination is... Oh no, we reforged it, didn't we, during Shadowlands at some point? We put it, but we didn't put it on Bolvar's head. So the state of the undead up there is actually a bit of a question mark. I imagine the Knights of the Ebon Blade and Death Knights have been dealing with that.
It's too far away.
Oh, a cool delve. You could do a cool delve based around the Nexus. Loads of possibilities. Let's clear out the last of these. Ooh, Ascension risking it for a biscuit, but we're alright. I'm dodging plan. We pulled too many. Ooh, we had to emergency pack. A little overzealous, taking it a little too casually on tier 8. But we're fine. It worked out. What I get for just thinking through hypotheticals in future. I think it's dead interesting though, like, because Khazalgar's such an unknown going in and all these delves, you know, it's all new to a degree. But both in terms of refining what they can be, adding more bits and surprises to them. More variety to the gameplay over time. By the time we get to the delves in Midnight, and especially the delves in Last Titan, it's exciting to think about. I hope they do tie them in a little more to the story. Don't be wrong, they've been interesting ones. But there was a lot of preamble before the expansion of like, oh, the secret delve boss is this agent of Xal'atath who will be hunting us down and harming us, but because he never did that in the story, I don't know, it didn't have the weight they were kind of selling it as. I like him. He's alright. It's a shame his model's the same as all the other big experiments. I think that's an aspect they need to work on. If you're going to have something be this secret delve boss, don't have it share a model with someone else. Have it be a unique entity. Like, make it stand out. Again, that's more stuff they can work on in future. Deal with all wax face here. Mitigate some of that damage. Mobbers heal over time. Now we ascend to Spider. Grab those heals. Grab the potion. Ah! That was a mistake. Ooh, momentarily spicy. But we're a paladin, so we're fine. And so it was not going to take poison to the face the next time. especially on the tier 11 with the boss having a lot more health. That's where the candle stuff might actually be a big problem. While he's doing that and burning us, let's stomp and get another one out. Joink. And we're fine. A little overzealous with the horse, but
This Bronzebeard still got it!
don't remember that line, Brandon. That you do. Good on you. Hey, come back after you open that door. There's some fish. Unless he got the fish mid-combat and I didn't notice. It seems what happened last week in Delves, though, where whenever Bram would loot something like a herbalism node, a mining node, or a fishing node, and then it despawned it, that seemed to be a bug that's been fixed, because now, even if he takes them, I can have them as well. Man, finish off that thing on future delves. What about some of the possibilities? But for Last Titan, who would be our delve companion? Yeah, I'd love to hear what everyone else thinks, whether it's folks watching live or those later. Comment, let me know. Who do you want to see? I think for Last Titan, this might be reaching an awful lot. But I would love to see Illidan. We know he's going to come back for it. So why not let me just have Illidan and the delicious voice of Liam O'Brien constantly within Delves? Hey, we've already got a helmet, but I'll take the transmog upgrade. Who else in Last Titan? Who's Titan focused? Like, Bran would technically work again, but I can't imagine they ever want to do a repeat of Delves in terms of the companion they bring along.
We've got another incursion, and we need.
Let's head down to Hallowfall, which is...
I know you're good at
oh,
this.
it's mushrooms. Disgusting mushrooms. Alright, we've got to deal with that one. Illidan might be too big of a character who will already have loads of story. Maybe they don't want the main players to be your delve companion. We're trying to think of Alliance, Horde, Agnostic as well, or balancing that scale a little more. I was thinking the stone fella from Dragonflight, but I think he's a bit big. Be going around with you for delves. Just as a Titan rediscovering the world, that might have been an idea, or keep a tier even. But again, too big. Maybe an Earthen at that point, but I don't know if they'll be that endeared to us. I don't know how much they're going to follow through with the Earthen in the story in terms of them travelling between the expansions with us. We'll have to see. Alright, mushrooms. Who, though? Ah, we get the elephant one again. Where we kill the boss up front, we fly around with an elephant. Absolutely tripping balls. Turn into spider. Stop trying to stun bosses, Barrow. It never works. I think of a few Alliance characters who would delve with us, but... And I can't imagine they want to go to the effort of having a separate delve companion for each faction. Like, if the faction war was even a little bit still a thing, maybe that'd be doable. That'd be pretty cool. That's more content in terms of variety, especially if you're playing alts. Can't see him doing it though. It's me just being lazy with mechanics now. There's probably a really important Wrath character I'm not thinking of. Ghost of Tyrion Forgery. Give me him back. Let me delve with Tyrion's ghost. Bolvar? Maybe rediscovering Ice Crown? Yeah, I don't know. I think it might be a bit much. I mean, at some point you can always just whip out a faction leader if you need to. And if one dealt, like we have Bran now, maybe next season Gazlo seems likely, so, and then you do a neutral character for whatever comes after. And then in... what was it? Then in Midnight you could do, you could start with Lorthamar, then do Varisa, then do someone neutral. I say neutral. You do Sylvanas for the final pact of Midnight. Do some delves with her before she sacrifices herself heroically. I think is the inevitable outcome there. It'd be a pretty nice send-off for folks, I think. As much as folks hate Shadowlands, I don't think Sylvanas was Shadowlands' problem. And she is still beloved by many. There's one more of these things at the end of this river, isn't there? Oh, there was last time, but not this time. Alright, game. And Bran, or rather, Magni, question mark, really upset with the UI. Alright, elephant, let me down. Boing. Well, these will all be things and considerations that Blizzard, at the very least, will be working through at the moment. We know they're probably a decent ways through Midnight's development, if not wrapping it up. And they'll be moving on to... we know they already started Last Titan. Plans change as they react to different player feedback and maybe see how people respond to different characters for an expansion. Maybe they planned for the Earthen to be a little more involved in future. Maybe they're reassessing that. I don't know in terms of the wider player base. Have we all found the Earthen? I like them more than I was expecting to like them, but it's not like they've blown me away. I think when they were first announced at BlizzCon, there was like an almost audible sigh. Everyone was getting really hyped for what they were announcing, and it was like, oh, the Earthen that we've seen before, and we said, I think a lot of the sentiment was, these are just dwarves, right?
Found a bit of gold. Nice find.
I think maybe that did a bit of a disservice to them, and they've certainly shown themselves as more interesting than that. Especially through the side quests and more of the culture. There are certainly things higher on the list for people. I think the Haranir will do well. Because again, I don't think you build a class to have druid models and animation unless you're going to make them a playable race. And that's a lot of bonus effort. Looking for the hyenas, so we don't need to care about these mushrooms. Grab this one. We're not pulling the entire room. No bolts, thank you. And yeah, there is still the possibility of some, like, plot twists or unexpected twists and turns that we can't even consider at the moment. I think the Legion that big reveal of, oh, by the way, we're going to Argus, kind of came out at the end of BlizzCon. They announced like 2 patches back to back then. I imagine we'll hear stuff about other patches as the 22nd anniversary, 22nd of October's 20th anniversary, there we are, that's what I meant, ends up launching. I want to ride that wave, the pipe, and play it. What seems to be like, even people who haven't come back for the War Within are coming back for that. So we'll have to see. Good morning, Andy. Delving's going alright. We had Zekthia show up in our first delve of the day, which hadn't happened to me yet. So we got another bonus chest at the end. So that was very nice. Been considering options for different lore characters as like delve companions going forward, where in Quel'Thalas and in Midnight delves might be, what they might contain, stuff in in the Wrath of Lich King zones for Last Titan, and what companion we might have there. It's a lot of fun possibilities. Which has made me, as I ramble, be a little less efficient in the delve. But because Bran's here and he's looking after us, we've been fine. Hope you're doing well this morning. Hope the workday ain't too stressful. Get rid of these plants. Alright, 2 more hyenas. I'm out. Oh, got poisoned. And I'm going to reiterate though, for Last Titan, I'm struggling to fill any gaps that wouldn't just be, let us have Illidan be our delve companion. Pretty please, thank you very much. Just wait when you walk into a trap into a delve. You were not prepared. Just the whole time. Be a little on the nose, but I'm more than happy for that. Still one of my favourite lines in the game, even back in Burning Crusade. When you get to the top of the Black Temple, he's just like, "Ah, Karma, your duplicity is hardly surprising." And he's just like biting the line. Hey, you're always allowed to grumble, Andy. I think that's it. More than welcome. But if you've got yourself a hot drink and you're moving with it, keep it steady and enjoy best you can. Don't let it go cold like I have. I think as we get into the colder days, I am going to consider like just getting a flask sorted in here. I think that might be useful. I butchered the last flask I had. When it says don't put milk in it, because what I'd do is I'd make a full pot of tea and then just pour the whole thing into the flask. But because there's some milk in there, it does funky things to the taste and the smell. So I do not recommend it. Then it was always, so what, I'm just going to have to carry a jug of milk around with me as well? I need a separate flask for milk? Especially when it was one of those really heavy-duty big flasks. And one that could fill a stein up. Did help keep me warm though, to be fair, so I will certainly be considering all of that. As it gets nippier. What do you mean you fell asleep, Bran? You fell asleep leaning on the wall? Silly bugger. Yep, tiny mushroom. Nearly missed you.
That's more like it.
Maybe I haven't been killing enough enemies. We'll clear the stuff here. Get away with these mushrooms.
Those spores will blow up if we hit them.
No, Bran, I want it to blow up. On all of those! Ha ha!
It's too far away.
Come over here. Get out of that water. Explode as well. Boop. Lovely stuff. Hey, and that's as many as we need. Good, 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 good. Come here, particularly bad guy. Interesting to think, if we are hallucinating in here, are these really the bad guys? Are we just killing some earthen? Oh, I got hit with that. I have to consider as well, if we're wanting to try tier 11 again, what is the best delve for it? I certainly don't want it to be one of these mushroom ones. That's more out of personal preference. I like the Order of Night and the ones in Hallowfall the best, just design-wise. And the Nerubian ones do certainly seem to kick my ass. To see. I think a Hallowfall one at the least is what we'll try, but get ourselves through them first. Hopefully get a chest upgrade. Would be nice. I don't know if we'll get enough of the crests to necessarily upgrade a piece of gear, but if we did, that would be helpful. What booped me there? That wasn't a spore explosion. Oh, there was a chest down there. Gimme, gimme. Eee. Alright, let's go turn into our little pink elephant friend. Get Dumbo vibes. Oh, orange flashbang. Come on, Bran, get the door open. Bran? No, it just went there eventually, sure. Pointless bomb. Hello, hello, hello. Adventures of Libarbi and Lichen. Ah. Small chunk reference. Cloak. Drat. Hello? Why have you spawned in the chest room? Is that the enemy who fell off and has suddenly just teleported themselves back up here? Very odd. No upgrade there, unfortunately. Keep it moving. To Ashkahet. Tekrikan Abyss. Thank goodness. Or max recommendations of underwater drinking breath potion. Hang on. Water breathing potions. Oi. It's alright, English, linguish. It's only my first language. Can't remember the exact name of the condition, but it's where the brain, as you're speaking, you've got one word you're about to say, but you're thinking of the next word, so you rotate the letters, like the first letter of each word. That happens fairly often, as some of you may have noticed. Ooh, elite rare. Yum. Hello! Hang on, are you a big one? Might be. Let's give him a go. Yeah, the joys of being a paladin. Sometimes solo stuff I otherwise shouldn't be able to. We had someone show up as well, that'll do. pale. I think that's a tanking demon hunter as well. It was Vengeance, that was it, Vengeance. I didn't play much Demon Hunter, but I really enjoyed leveling Vengeance. That seemed like a lot of fun. I heard some of the odd videos I watch here and there, they didn't seem very happy at the moment in terms of where their hero talents and things lined up. If there are any Demon Hunters in chat, let me know how you're feeling about them, because again, I know precious little. Oh, you're on low health. Hey! Bit of rep. Oh, take it. Right. To the delve! Do not hit the spider mines. Oh, bit of ore. Haven't done much mining today. Overload it, get ourselves a portal. Gimme. Still think those portals need to have like a way to teleport you into something that you otherwise couldn't get to. Like a hidden mining room, like something where you just get loads of stuff. Or a little bit of a secret. More spontaneous variety. A lot of extra dev time, but I'd love to see it. Right, make our way down. For a delve companion, a Nerubian could come with us. We do have the oh, what was her name? The one who we did side quests with and ended up getting turned into an ascended Nerubian. You got mind controlled though. Those who've done the raid, did she get rescued in the raid? Did we rescue her by that point? She good now? I hope. She was a fun character. Reminds me, Lillian was there, so Lillian Voss is always an option for delves. Right. Into the abyss. And it's the chewed goblin one again to repair the golem. Hey. As we level more alts, we'll come into delves to get their quests initially, and that should open up the achievements for finding the variety of stuff. A rink our water breathing. Oh, these are all going to explode on death. Try and knock them out all at once. The ascension probably wasn't necessary, but it's fine. Oh, look at that. Don't have to worry about it. It'd be pretty funny. Maybe funny's the wrong word. If on higher delve difficulties, they dispelled your water breathing. Like, not straight away. Not just like, oh, you can't do that in here, because that's boring, right? But if there were some enemies that you could interrupt a cast, which was just like, you know, dispel magic. Gets rid of your buff. That'd be mean. I like the idea, though. Because again, it was a constant extra level of ugh going through these underwater ones. But now, having drunk water breathing potion, it's like, well, now it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that it's underwater at all now. So if everyone's just going to go and grab underwater drinking potions, what's the point? Beyond, obviously, visual variety and enemies like the Koibis. And they'll have to do more of those going forward. The Naga are going to be involved in Midnight. Oh, this one might be an overzealous pull. Maybe should have CC'd one of these. Just keep getting his potions. No, we're outputting enough damage where they're not just beating us into the ground, so that's okay. Too bad then, not too bad. Try not to pull the random sharks. Grab this tiny box.
Fantastic!
Do that way. Any treasure you're hiding over there? Doesn't it look like it? I wonder if as well, like, obviously we've got like the Jinyu as another fish-like race we could do stuff with in underwater delves or areas. Because so many of the night, well, not just the night elves, all elven societies are kind of coming back for midnight and working together is the goal. Will there be a faction of Naga that is on side? I find it highly... Some people have theorized that Ashara's going to be on side. But I find that highly unlikely, unless she's gone to the Void and been like, oh, actually, it's real bad over here. It's real bad. I thought I wanted it, but I really don't. It's nasty. Like, that's a possibility. But I can't see her going from such a strong villain to reluctant ally. Because that would just leave a thread too open at that point. Maybe she helps us in the first patch or two and then becomes a villain later on. Well, you know, returns to being a villain. It'd be interesting to know if there are any Naga out there who are like a rebel faction of some kind. I mean, we've seen it with kobolds, we've seen it with gnolls. Most of the old world enemies have a faction that is now on side. I don't think it'd surprise me if we did. What was her name? She came back in Shadowlands. Lady Vash. That was the one. I can't think of another Naga who's got... Oh, a shark got involved as well. Oh, no. Big bubble. This might be a problem. Grab Bran's potions. AoE them down. Oh, they've all gone for Bran. Be fine, Bran. Haven't had him go down yet. At least not before I do. Yeah, I can't recall any other Naga who really stand out. If anyone else knows, do inform me. Who am I forgetting about? Could be a... Oh, there was another one. That could be a possibility there. I think they're going to be very careful about any Shadowlands characters they want to involve, bring back, or do anything with. There's a, you know, there's a lot of tension there. And I still think there were elements of it in characters and storylines that worked well. I loved seeing Alexandra Morgraine. That was great. I thought Vash was a pretty cool inclusion. I didn't even do the Maldraxxus story. I kind of wish I had. It's interesting. Out of all the remixes like Pandaria they could do going forward, I'd actually be really into the idea of a Shadowlands one focused on letting you level up all of the Covenants, getting all of that delicious transmog that, you know, I just didn't want to go and do at some point because you were kind of locked in. And if you take out all of the gameplay systems that buggered that up, the grind that the Maw was, and the farming the stuff in Torghast, you change all of that, right? You focus on that transmog farming, mount farming fun that was Pandaria Remix. I think Shadowlands would benefit more than pretty much any expansion for it. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to see Legion, but Legion being so focused around those Class Order Hall storylines. I'm trying to think of the elements of Remix that would work well for Legion. I think it might just win out on popularity more than anything else. three colours and having more like class-specific transmogs would be pretty cool, but we still had that with Remix. It wasn't a necessity there. It was just that was part of the event. One of the biggest reasons for going and farming was getting those class-specific sets. It doesn't need to be Legion to have that. Goodbye, fish. We'll see. We know, like, Remix isn't the only thing they want to do. That game modes team's going to be working on more stuff. You know, there was, like, data mining, rumours of a Vampire Survivors-esque mode. Which, if you've not played, highly recommend that little game. Wasn't the first of its genre, but it was the first that really popularised it. I think pseudo bullet hell mixed with repeatable roguelike elements, mixed with you just move about and everything fires on its own. But it was made by someone who worked at casinos and knew to trigger those dopamine things in your brain without any predatory gameplay practices. It's a wonderful little game. And they have added more and more content to it. I had my addictive time with it though, around launch. Too many hours, too many late nights. A lot of fun though. I can see a mode like that working for WoW. League did it. I had like a couple matches of the one League of Legends did. That was alright. Didn't unfortunately have the time to fully unlock everything with it or really try it out, but I enjoyed the bits I played. I feel like that's a mode that they could extend into its own game. Shoot all these. Get zapped. We are Big Robert. It's so difficult to feel at danger in these. People do get very upset though when they're too difficult. Or they feel too difficult. People got very angry with the Wrath of the Lich King ones where you had to control blue dragons in the Oculus dungeon, and then again in the raid with Malagos, people were really upset about those. I didn't think they were that bad, but people do not remember it fondly.
Let's get that nasty.
Mushrooms! Goodbye, T-Rex. Not stand there, Bran! Just immediately face tanking it. This one's not too much of a challenge. I think the fact that that like breathy one comes out immediately could be dangerous, but it doesn't tend to aim it very well. And it doesn't tick immediately either, so you kind of get a moment just to get out of its way. Bop. Bop. Breath reduced. Does the water breathing potion mean that we auto get the achievement for never running out of breath? Or have they accounted for that and you have to do it without bringing one of those? Find out once he goes down. More hammer, more hammer. Lake of Ashes, more hammer, dead. It did count as well. Wild. It's now just avoiding the webs. It is avoiding the bombardment. completing the version of each one, and then just finding more treasure. Which, should I backtrack a little bit and see if I can find some treasure? I see one somewhere. There's one of those things, but that's not treasure. That's just a cauldron to get a buff on. Quick glance over. Any sturdy chests kind of sticking their head out anywhere. Doesn't look like it at a glance. Alright, we move on. Come on, Bran. Let's see if we can get a chest upgrade. That would be really nice. I have to get lucky, but it'd be really nice. How many of these have we got? 13. Not enough for an upgrade unless we get 2 more. Which we don't. And a back piece. Rat. Hey. We might have something that we can upgrade for 10. I think the other Drakthea who could, like, change the crest, I think he could only convert down at the moment. He couldn't convert the smaller ones into a bigger one. Let's go check. Again, we can consider crafting a chest piece. Might be the way to go. And in this miscellaneous bonus weekly to Faerun.
When shadow falls, lamp. Can you feel it? Belladar hums with joy, with hope. You've done well, my friend.
Miz says we can do smaller into bigger. Ooh. Then we absolutely will do so. Which means we want to take weathered or carved into gilded or ruined or ruined. Ruined, not ruined.
We are united in purpose.
Carved can become weathered. Hang on, gilded become ruined. Weathered become triumphant. Which one's triumphant? I haven't got any of those. The smaller ones go into weathered, they don't go into ruined, and the ruined requires yeah. It takes the higher level ones, the gilded we have sod all of, into the ruined ones. Or it takes the blue carved into the other weathered one. That's not what we want either. And that takes the ones we need down into the blue carved. And that takes the weathered into the carved. Yeah, it doesn't get into the ruined ones we want. Drat. Drat. At least if I'm understanding that correctly. Capped out on Valor Stones.
Farewell.
Alright. I think that's something in Dragonflight they changed towards the end of the expansion. Can I upgrade that weapon? Nope, that took 15. I think they all took 15. There might have been one that needed 10. It's alright, Ramirez. We all learn together.
May you find
Again, I think that's something in Dragonflight for that final Awakened season. They then changed it so the crests could be done between the bigger ones. Guess at the moment they don't want people farming up their gear too fast. That fancy transmog. Big old twiggy back piece. Don't know where that's from. Right. Let's consider then what we can make. So we'd need Sanctified Alloy. Which we'd need a Profane Tinderbox. And we'd need another 2 nullstones. How many nullstones do we have? We add up the
I have an
imperfect
supply
ones.
of goods for Outlanders.
I think we have enough there.
Return and peruse my inventory again.
But then does the chess piece itself need them? No, it just needs the alloy. Ankle alloy's alright. So we would then need... one more tinderbox, which is a chunk of gold, but we're alright at the moment. Can't do huge amounts of it, but let's see. And then I want to see if any of the optional stuff is on the auction house.
My directive is to serve you.
Oh, or I could spend most of my money trying to get the bad hilt for once. That'd be a gold farm. Oh, their price has plummeted. Last I checked, they were 6k. Well, that is no longer an issue. Good stuff. Then, let me see. Oh, crit and mastery, right? That's probably alright. Let's see. Okay, so they have stuff. Can we grab one of those? And then try Enchanted Crest. No, so those are indeed soulbound. That sucks, because that's the main item level bump. How'd you even get those? I had one that I used for the sword we're currently using. And we can add one of these. I don't know what Blasphemite secondary effects are. Requires gems, so we can't do that one. The healing one. Miscellaneous grenade sounds amusing. Crit while at high health might be the most useful, but if I'm thinking of tier 11 delves, we're getting smacked in the face and our health is going down. But between Brand's potions and... oh, that's a nice Dracfear transmog over there. Got the helmet to match the shoulders. Very nice. Grifter's heavy duty. That's just silly. See how much these cost. Fallen thread. What was it? Lining? Yes, lining. Sure, grab one of those. And the finishing stuff, we can increase ingenuity, but that's pointless. Skill seems like the only one. Chance to gain a skill point's pretty nice, but we might as well do that while we're there. Well, while we're spending the money. And they're not expensive either. Yoink.
My directive has been...
It won't be much better than the one we currently have, but it'll be a few item levels higher. Right. I'm not just a fool. Yeah, it'll be free. It'll be free item levels higher. Right. Let's go have a look. Yum. Okay, so first we need all 3 of these. Now, do I concentrate to make them better? Why not? I've barely been using the concentration. 3 of those, and then we need how many of these? 12 of those, which is 2 for each one, so we need 24 of these. So we give us drink. Hang on a minute. I said 24 and it's doing 40. That's fine. Right, while that's going, we'll take this opportunity to have a quick bathroom break as we're just waiting for the bar to fill over and over. Get yourselves another drink, keep yourselves hydrated. I will be right back. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. Get my headset back on. Get pulled back in. Wait. Right, all finished up there. Make 12 of these. Then And we can add all those embellishments to the breastplate. We'd probably get some enchanting stuff too if we really want to try and push it. See what elixirs are available on the auction house. Give us a bit of an edge. Hey, there we go. All right. Oh, and I have one of these, which, why not? We concentrate anyway. Forge it. Make it mighty. Get the transmog. Oh. Hey, that bumped it to 602, which is better than I was expecting. Gives us a little scarf. It'll actually go well with that Nerubian stuff we got. The red colour. Oh, that was nearly the end. Oh dear. We'll end the day doing a transmog change. I do like how the purple's worked out, but I don't tend to stick with purple for very long. Right, save that as a PvE set. Very good. Still sticks me at 609, but it's okay. See what we can get away with.
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable.
Put all our extra goodies into the bank. Might also be able to... What was the food? Thanks to our alt leveling and getting stuff as well, and because it's been a while, we might be able to craft up what we need for hearty meat and potatoes. I think the cooking vendor was down here. Yes, they were.
I have an extended supply of goods for Outlanders.
Let's see. What we needed for hearty meat and potatoes. Corway dust was what I was lacking. So twinned herbs.
My directive is to serve.
Let's get 300 of them. 300 of that. Sorted.
My directive has been.
Need to portion some steak. Get our chef's hat on. Still need to get an alt to eventually craft better cooking tools and things, but in time. Delicious steak. Make me hungry for lunch. Okay. I'll do us for now. We can make 18 meat and potatoes, which means we can make at least 3 hearty versions. Love a good bit of Warcraft tavern music. Always been some of the chillest out there. Worked very well for Hearthstone. Been a while since I've played that though. I'd give my choice these days is Legends of Runeterra, but it's been a bit. They've got new stuff coming out soon though. Today even. Fiddlesticks. For all the spoopy things. Right, let's grab 3 of these. There we go. That'll sort us out. Both for trying the tier 11, then if we get through it, for maybe trying Zekfir on a higher difficulty, and even on the lower one. Good to have. Alright, see what enchants we can buy, just to bump ourselves up a bit. Because the item and gear upgrade changes are going to be so few and far between at this point. That's a demon hunter helmet on the Tauren. That's a pretty good idea for their transmog. That looks really cool. Big ol' horns.
My directive is to serve you.
Right. Weapon one do we get first? Why is that one so expensive? Ranged weapon, ranged weapon, ranged weapon, ranged weapon, ranged weapon. Ranged weapon, ranged weapon. Huh. Well, ranged weapon. About just weapon. Oh, well, these seem more useful. Chance to shoot lightning. Like, there's probably better choices to have, but I am just a big sucker for lightning stuff, so I am gonna get it. I'll have to go cheaper on other things though. Oh wait a minute, that was a dragonfly. Oh no, it wasn't. It was a dragonfly. Hang on a minute. Oh no, it said Earthen Wondrous Enchantment, so that's fine. Yeah, we're good. I panicked for a moment, spent all that gold and then nothing.
I have an extended supply of goods for Outlanders.
Those are just illusions for the shoulders, which... I don't know, if you're going to have people sell these illusions, why have them only be for an hour? Do these sell? Do people buy these for anything? Like... maybe some role-playing stuff for a bit, but... Speed I don't want. Leech is probably the most useful there. Give us a little more survivability. Straight up strength increased. I was going to say the stamina and strength is probably pretty good, but they're too expensive. We'll go for the quality down by 1. I think we'll take strength and stamina just because, again, the enemies in there were really nearly doing us immediately. Far too expensive. The one down. Grab a little more leech. 5 gold. We'll take it. Hands. Nope, nothing for hands. Nothing for belt. The item level 1 just puts those higher up, but there we are. Strength for agility. And that's stamina as well. Why would you pick this one over the Stormbound one? Price aside, I suppose, because it is less. It's less of your primary stat. Beats. Stamina, speed, mounted stuff. Right, pick the slightly cheaper Defender's March. Rings. Let me take a couple of crit ones. With Brand's crit bonus, that helps there. What was Misk? Oh, our gathering tool. Well. Okay. Consumables next. Mana regeneration. Oh, well, that increases on against. Interesting. Didn't feel like we'd need it. None of these seem... No, there's elixir that does both. No, that's like water breathing and stuff like that. More crit, they're expensive though. We'll grab. Two of those? I think that's about it for now.
My thanks for your patronage.
It's a lot of money, but we don't spend in big bursts very often at all. Alright, let's get all that. Get ourselves as set up as we can be. Please add a fancy lightning effect to my sword. No? What happened to old Enchant's game where we could get crazy cosmetic stuff for our weapons and whatnot? Why has that disappeared for enchanters? That's a shame. And before I do something else, let me just make sure there isn't a harmonized silk. Oh, we do have one. We're not quite hitting our 4-set bonus, but we upgrade it enough. Oh, I had the better shoulder pads. But because we can't upgrade them, there's no point doing this yet. So it would make more sense to do one of the other pieces. Do helmet. Helmet. Apparently it goes with the rest of the transmog, bar the red scarf we have now. Pop that over there. Some enchants for our rings. Stamina for the boots. Oh, we already had a leech one. God damn it, should have checked. I'll leave it up here. May get an upgrade at some point. And one for the cloak. Alright. I think we are as bumped up as we possibly can be. So what I want to do is I want to go to one of the ones in Hallowfall, just because I enjoy them the most. I don't know which one would be considered the easiest delve, but I think the biggest problem with Tier 11 is just the fact things hit us and hit us hard. To unlock Zekfir, all we need to do is clear one. Make our way up to Hallowfall. I think we do... Not the sinkhole, what's it called? The Sanctum, yes. So don't have to deal with those goddamn webs. I think it will be easier to dodge the bombardments of darkness than it will be those rotted webs. In the mines. No fancy rare, we killed one of you earlier. Have a mission. One all the way up. As cool as Hallowfall and Beladar's like void shifting is, I figured it would have had a bigger impact on some of the activities in the zone. Like the whole spreading the light thing up here. I thought when the crystal would change, it would affect that a little more. It would change it up. Maybe it does. Maybe I haven't spent enough time there. Don't get me wrong. It's a really cool thing, and it makes it a really cool zone. But I'd have loved to see a few more gameplay implications for what happens. Well, that's all stuff they can work with going forward. Right, we're down here, aren't we? Yes, 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 yes. Okay. This might be folly. We might walk straight in, get smacked on the nose, and be sent crying. Eat our hearty meat and potatoes. Give ourselves the best chance we can. Our crit drink. Right. Tier 11. Again, we cleared a tier 10, so it's not impossible. Let's do his best. Okay. Destroying the braziers. I'm not worried about finding bonus stuff. Not worried about that kind of thing. What have these got? Eats corpses, becoming more powerful for each dead body nearby. So we want to kite them. Let's have a look. They don't have to do a lot of damage, do they?
Hang in there.
I'm trying to hang in there, Bran. Sweet Jesus. Okay, we killed a pack, so it's doable. We can certainly output enough damage to bring one down. Not a bother. Ow. That one auto attack, half his health vanished. Might mean for the shades it's a problem. Gotta keep the healing going. Grab the potions at every opportunity. Ow! Okay. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. The monkey kept the fight going. Grab Pan's potions. I just think between our main swings, we have to be healing. Bran tanks a little bit, that helps. Bran's seemingly fine. Like, his health's not getting butchered. He's just holding the line. We only have 2 lives now, though. Already. 1, 2, and then a pack of 2. I think these are gonna kill me. Cannot interrupt that one. So I do the Hope Stealer. Go away. Shoot. Shoot. Don't go at that pack. Right, you. Come here. Up the stairs. Start with Bubble. Get them on Bran. Try and get rid of this thing as quickly as possible. Bran's gonna die. I'm gonna die. Just keep kiting them.
I'm out of range.
Run away. Keep healing ourselves. Bran's emergency supply already. Get killed. Swine. Might be an effort in futility, but I want to try. Shadow Ball. I'm gonna die again, and he's done sod all. It's like we need Bran's potions to be active the entire time, or just no dice. I don't think we're doing it, but we'll at least go through and see if we get... Oh, another one spawns underneath. Potions, Bran. Potions, Bran. Bran! Oh, now a good time for potions, is it? Son of a gun.
Here and recover some of your mana.
If it's a pack of 4, I'm screwed. Initiate hiding down there.
What have we here?
Yeah, great, Bran, great. Woke up the Initiate. Get them out of the way at least. We try and find braziers that have less than 4. Okay, that helps, but it's not going to get us through.
I need to rest after that one.
Telling me, Bran, where's your campfire? How do I sneak past these? Oh, there. Okay, okay. I'm getting hemmed into a corner. I don't know if I can thread that needle. Repentance you. Go for these. Grab the potions. Done it to lower its damage. Get wings up. Get healing going. Get out of the kill ball. Keep topped up. Keep Eternal Flame constantly going. Okay, now we can take this one. Okay, there's only 2 on that brazier, so that's good. It'll just depend how many braziers have the 4 on them, because then that's just the run is dead. I don't even know if we're going to be able to fight the boss, let alone the rest of all this. I want to try. Patents 1, not take any chances. Come over here. To pull you down the stairs. Good shooting, Bran. At least we reliably know for this one where the damage is going to land. Shooting shadow bolts. Come down, please. we go. Mistimed the interrupt. Lucky Bran. Okay. Grab the brazier. How many's on that one? 1, 2. Is that another 4? God damn it. It is another 4. Right, well, we ignored that one. Hopefully there are enough where this is a possibility. Smack the Shade Guard. Your autos do a decent chunk of damage. 2 of you might be a problem. Let him buff. Again, damage-wise, I think we're perfectly fine. It's survivability that's the problem. Oh, like that. Was that just a crit? I hate that they can crit. Oh boy. There's 5 on that one. And that's Zekfir buffed as well. Luckily, the Zekfir thing only dictates the bonus loot at the end. Ooh. Getting Reno and Finley's bag with those bonus stuns will be very useful. Assuming I can fight them.
What are your orders?
They've never beaten me yet. It's the first time for everything. Oh, he's immune to stun. Oh, I can't see where his Skullcracker will be because we're in the water. Healing potion. Jesus. Oh, he got a heal off. It's never happened. That sucks. For me. Right, we ascend, we bubble, and we just go for it. Gotta get some Finley down. Yeah, there's Bran's potions, that helps. On, get the Murloc. Get the Murloc. Okay, that's 1. Potions, Void Skullcracker. Okay. Reno Stun Bag. Useful, but might not get us the win. Oh, right, of course, the boss. Right. Right. Now, I can kill this one. Or at least I managed to on tier 10. It is a matter of interrupting the spider bite every single time and dispelling the poison every time the volley fires off. Campfire might be a little code, but the bonus strength from the delicious Gouda. It's 3 minutes till Divine Shield comes off cooldown. We're gonna sit here for 3 minutes? I mean... that one has 4 on it. The one ahead has... 1? Oh, it's gotten so close. Don't move, Bran. Just be chill. Just... It's going to turn around. We're going to be perfectly fine. Why are you asleep standing up? You insane dwarven man. Right. 65 seconds. If we waited before every fight until we had bubble and tried to nuke them down, maybe, but even then, that's a rough business. A huge number of weeks to get to the point where our gear would be a high enough item level. Again, just as someone who plays the game solo and isn't doing that group content. It's a lot. And as the weeks go by and we get more like 616 gear from delves, from the vault, that's slowly going to start bumping it up. But I don't know to what extent. Are you far enough away from that? We're going to have to wait till they get like there. Nope, not yet, not yet. Come down the hill a little more, please. What was that? Don't go back there. Come down here. Come over here. Yes, that 1 point of versatility really will help. Okay. Oh. Just ate his face. It didn't even get to a point of casting. Well, it seems as though tier 11 is still very much out of the realm of possibility. It's a shame.
I'm out of range.
Well, we might as well make use of these buffs while we got them. Let's just go kill regular Zekfir. That's mean we can't even attempt upgraded Zekfir unless we clear one of those. I don't think tank spec, like, I know a lot of folks say, oh, just swap to tank, but when we did that, when we first encountered that spider boss on a tier 8 before the changes, it didn't matter that I was tank, it kicked me nutting. Let's take a ship down. Take a moment. There isn't one of these as a flying mount, but I suppose you couldn't really do the skyriding animations of a blimp. Doesn't really work. Can't really spin. I suppose it could, like, do a jet of air. They don't all spin, right? The mythic one again. Oh yeah, it's the glowier wings. I love the armor set without the wings. I just think they're a bit much. And the gloves seem to glow on all of them. Nicest on mythic though. Right, let's go and smack Zekfir in the face. Take out that aggression on him. I know he doesn't apply to the Great Vault anymore. They nerfed that because they nerfed him. from what I understand. But I thought the fight was doable, at least for us, on that difficulty beforehand. So I'm happy to go and boop his snoot. Where was it? Not down there. What? Why did that happen? I flew too close to a spider pit and game was like, well, you're dead now. Like, that's just under there. What's under there to cause that? Noxious gas? Hang on a minute. Nothing in the story talked about this pile of noxious gas under here, right? Wait a minute. Does that mean that's like decay magic? Is that where... I think some of the side quests talked about a place where they were dumping people. But if that kills you instantly... I wonder if that's where Xalatath's having experiments with the decay magic from Galacrond. Could that be the entrance to 5.1 down there? 5.1. 11.1. Bloody hell. No, because you just go underneath. Oh no, we were moved over there, so... Fascinating. Right, let's go smack Zekfir in the face, because we need to outlet that tier 11 app. I wouldn't say abject failure, because we managed to kill a few things and move through, but that boss, that mini-boss just... Oh wait, we can challenge the better one. I thought we had to clear a tier 11. Sure, let's do it. Why not? If he boops us in really easily, we'll just go and knock the difficulty down. I'm quite pleased with that then. We can still give him a fight. Let's give it a try. Again, given how quickly the tier 11 booped my snoot, I don't expect too much difference here. But let's have a look. See if there's any new mechanics. Potions Brand. I know. Right, that's the same as before. It's the eggs that were made. Regenerating carapace, that's new. You have a heal now? That sucks. Where's the web? Oh, even with Wrath. I don't know. That egg's looking like... Ow! That egg's gonna hatch. Yep, it's up. But it's still... Ah. Alright, that seems in a similar vein to the tier 11. The general output is going to be way too high. I'm glad we can at least attempt it. Come back in on tier 8 and just boop him in the face because catharsism.
It's too far
Bran,
away.
waiting. Why is that waiting bar going up, Bran? Interesting that he has a heal mechanic. That means that's two things to interrupt. When it is just interrupt the spittle, kill the egg as it comes, pretty much. Oh yeah, that's such a world of difference. Oh, we just ate that. I think we save Wake of Ashes for the egg, just in case. rid of the spittle. Spittle. Probably should have held on to that, but I got impatient. And again, the eggs on this difficulty are more than doable. That double question mark jump, that was like tier 11. It's just a step so high up that gear's an option. It's the only option, really. Because I don't see even swapping a few talents around. I'm not going to suddenly gain the survivability to not have that rock my world. You know what I mean? Ooh. Complete 50 delves. Sure. We just get 2 regular trunks. What's it actually give us? Is this worth doing as a week? We got 2 Ruined Harbinger crests. Lets us upgrade something next time. Well then, let's get back to Donegal. Give ourselves a new transmog. We'll call it for the day. I think the delving at this point is just going to be a matter of slow upgrades. I'm still hopeful and think it's likely we can still get both a tier 11 and Zekfia done by the time Season 1 ends. And I'm sure with the anniversary patch and stuff that will be added there, that will be much more doable. I don't think we ever saw that lightning storms thing happen, but there we are. Right, let's go visit our ethereal friend. Hello. I do have some trial of style tokens, but kind of want to wait until they add more to it. Right, so at the moment, hodgepodge. Miscellaneous eye patch. No. Okay, we want those shoulder pads. Of a similar red colour. It's like red and silver and spiky. Quite. Also not quite. Not sure what we can find that matches. That's close, but no dice. No. If only. Too vivid. Subtle, but not quite close enough. Again, it's the very vibrant red of it. It's almost pink. Don't have anything that really... That's close. If the colours were kind of inverted, might be the closest we can get, though. Unless we go for a throw over. It's not quite the silvery colour we need, though. The black kind of matches. It's either that or we just double up and do both of them. Haven't done a symmetrical one in a while. See what else we can get with. We obviously want the Nerubian cloak. That goes with it. We have their tabard. That works out. Oh, okay, we want a belt that doesn't overdo it. That allows it to flow beneath. Colour might do it for now. We also have the option of no belt. Always a choice. Yeah, these are all going to be a bit too much. Nah, that doesn't go at all. That's too much. That's too red. Some of these colours are close, but not white. That band kind of works. It's a little heavy-handed, though. What was the one we had earlier? Yeah, that kind of went best, I think. Still let it come through. I like the idea, but it's too... the red clashes too much. Same with the Plunderlord one. Too shiny, too much. The dragon ones would be alright if the metal outline was a silver. I mean, the wood's not going to go at all. Potentially, but I don't think the feathers go. Pants. The swashbuckling pants kind of go because you get a bit of the red coming through there, but ooh, it does kind of work. Not too bad, but not as good. Almost. Just a bit off. That comes really close. The metal bits that go further underneath that aren't quite there. That's pretty good. The lack on the silver though. How about these? Same again, close, but it's different enough where my eye is like, Same again there. Too old. Too boxy. Too vivid. We go with those hand ones then. Where are you? Here we are. Boots. wrapped. Not necessarily a bad idea. Plain boots might well be the best option. Certainly not those. Too bright. No. Battery's too much. Similar red, but I need the boots to be bigger. The trousers kind of fall back in line. 2 gold. We don't actually have much with like a silver lining or that silver metal. Oh, the old stuff always makes me laugh. Old judgment. Nah, none of that's gonna do. Bandages kind of work as an Arubian style thing. It's either that or we go clonky. Let's see how it comes together with the gloves. I think we're going to run into the same problem though. The gloves need to have more metal on them to go with the rest. Are too chunky. So they need a bit more body, but they can't overdo it. There's just not been much beforehand that's kind of been Nerubian centric. Close. Not quite. Too red. I think they're the closest we're gonna get. And those metal pieces coming off the chest bit is a bit much. Stormy red feather's a bit much as well. Red coming through as there's not too bad. And we go subtler. Subtler. Colour kind of sorts it into the background. Okay. One of them scarves, actually. That might be a bit much. Ooh. No, too orange. The white kind of brings the boots into it. I like that. Sword. I don't think I have any Nerubian style weapon. The old red corrupted Ashbringer's not a bad shout. They're not good enough. That's too green. That's too orange. Too dull. Garish. Too bright. Almost. I think outside of the category of swords. Too much. If there's anything the Rubian-ish. Get much opportunity to use Shadow Morn these days. Like, we're almost there with the colours on this one, but it's far too old and dinky. No, 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 no. That nice hammer I forgot I had, but they're not quite that. The subtlety of that one almost works. Like, just because it then offsets the rest of the set, but let's keep reviewing our options. Close, but the crystals are too red. Too much. Blue wrap on the handle doesn't do it. The old jank. Oh no. Heavens no. Kind of fits the theme. Again, it's just old and janky. Pole arms. Hey, the crazy stupid big pole arm has a similar colour palette. That's not bad. And I don't think there's anything even close to Nerubian that we've got. It's our current front runner. Ooh, hang on. Gem wasn't oh, hang on, the slightly duller one. That's kind of Nerubian-esque. All things considered. No. I like it. And pole-armed in a bit. Worth having any enchants. Too much. Nobody has the glow from the gem. I think we do that for a week. It's our Spidey outfit. Suddenly Spider-Man. It'll change up the shorts on a week-to-week basis. Hang on, wait. Did I put the tabard on? I did. Okay. Alright. Well, with that, folks, thank you very much for watching. We'll call it there for the day. Cheers to everyone who's come along live, those all watching future. Thank you for giving me your time. Enjoyed yourselves, hit that like button. Get our videos around to more folks through the algorithm. Subscribe for more content on the channel. We're on weekday mornings for World of Warcraft and other games on a weekday evening. Be back with a Pale Beyond, 6 PM tonight. A lot of reloading saves yesterday, a lot of timeline buggery because we were just screwed. But hopefully things this evening will go better in the harsh cold. So until next time, everyone, much love, take care, and bye-bye.